Tim, how you feeling?
Feeling great, feeling peaceful
Nice.
after the 10-day course.
Yeah. Do you have like kind of a cool down process after a course like this?
Feel calmer.
Yeah.
And feel happier.
Right on.
Right on.
But no kind of special routine that you go through to make sure you stay grounded or anything like that?
Not really.
Gotcha.
Usually after metta, which is loving kindness practice, I
Yeah.
go to my own room and practice some more 5, 10, 15 minutes, sending someone close and father, like my mom, my dad, my grandfather, and all friends and all the living beings.
Right. Nice.
Spend some extra time after metta.
Gotcha. Right on.
Mm.
Cool, man. Well, I'm curious. So how long have you been teaching for?
I practiced this technique from 1995, and from 2014 I got asked to be an assistant teacher. I don't consider teaching. I consider like
Oh, you consider it?
serving, part of the serving.
Gotcha.
Conducting the course is like taught by our main teacher, Mr. Gunka.
Gotcha.
I assist him, one of the many assistant teachers. Now at least 2,000 assistant teachers worldwide. So
Oh wow.
I'm one of them.
Nice. Do you guys have any do you stay connected with other teachers at all?
Connecting not all because 2,000, but everyone when we meet, when we see each other, we feel so close.
Right.
But we don't know everyone.
I
We
gotcha.
know a bunch, a number of them.
Right on.
Okay.
Good deal. So what kind of got you into Vipassana?
What kind of guide?
What was the seed that piqued your interest into a practice like this?
I was depressed.
Mm.
Depressed coming to this country, as a homeless, was a refugee, escaped from war, from a communist, and coming to this country, fight ourselves out of welfare, building business, and try to finish college and same time raising families.
Damn.
Very hard.
Right.
I came to the point that I was depressed, almost nowhere to go. What the choice? And somebody brought a 10-day discourse on the cassette, translated into Cambodian language, and I listened. Just listen. Hey, this is so makes sense.
Mm.
I came from many tradition. I was born in a Buddhist family. I was baptized by 7-day Adventists, and I served Christian community for so many years, and close tie to Catholic, sponsored by Lutheran. So I kind of multicultural. I came to contact this Vipassana. I said, wow, this is like common ground, for everyone, like a medicine for everybody can come, and this is what I like.
Nice.
This one, everybody, they all kind of backgrounds in here, and we enjoy the difference because we have common medicine, common ground to practice, and this is what I like.
Right.
Okay.
So how old were you when
39.
when you listened? You said it was a cassette tape, right?
Yeah. I was 39 years old when I took my first course.
39. I'm sorry.
39 years
Gotcha.
old. Now I'm 68.
You're 68 years old now? Dang, you do not seem like you're 68. Good for you, man.
Yeah, with help of Vipassana, I really came out. Many physical and mental sickness got helped by this technique greatly.
Nice.
Greatly. That's why I feel so thankful, feel grateful, and I want to share what I benefit to others.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I'm curious more about maybe your life before you got to the States. Then are you cool with diving into that a little bit? You said you were a homeless refugee of some
Yeah, refugee. I lived in Thailand, escaped Cambodia, lived in a refugee camp under UNHCR and many other non-profit organizations. They gave me food, and
Wow.
America took us here. My wife and I came here, no children yet. So 1982 I came to this country.
Wow. So, what can you dive in? I'm not sure I fully understand exactly. Like, was there a war going on, or what?
It was a war going on, and the communists won, and I was enslaved a communist for over 3.5 years. Live in communist.
Oh, so are you saying the communists would enslave you guys?
Yeah, live as a slave or communist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, very hard labor. Not enough food.
Holy shit.
And
that was happening in the 80s, you said?
From 1975 to 79, it
Gotcha.
was 1.7 average of Cambodian died in that includes my mom, my dad, my 2 nephews, and a few other relatives also.
Did you said a number there? What was that number again?
1.7 average, plus or minus.
Million?
Close to 2 million.
People died?
Wow. Because of that communist, either by killing or by starvation.
I've never heard of that event. That's really intriguing to me. What was the war called?
That's not a war that living communists. There's a war fighting between the democracy, the one that under America, and another one under China, the Red China. So we are in the middle, just like a chess got played by the two big guys.
Right on.
Between America and China.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang. So when you came over here, did you have like any money, anything to your name besides like you and your wife?
When I came here?
Yeah.
Almost bare hand.
What was that like, man? What kind of like feelings would that inspire? Like, was there a lot of fear, I imagine?
Over here, just kind of what come here to this country, low education, broken English, bare hands.
Dang.
Really. But of course we got welfare. We stayed 2.5 months that we were on welfare. We received a couple hundred, and we didn't like that. We're not happy, So we fight ourselves. Took college courses and work full time. So it's hard work. Come to the point that my heart racing so much from working so hard, and my heart like stopped on me a couple of times.
Did it really?
Almost really from depression. It's like stopped. How people experience that in during sleep. That I experienced that.
Wow.
But luckily, I didn't go. But it's so close. That just a couple more seconds.
Yeah.
But
dang.
But since I practiced this, the symptoms gone.
That's incredible.
Yes,
and so you didn't have any surgeries, or were you on medication at any point?
No. Now just throw away all the medicine.
Right.
Because the technique. What happened that those physical sickness are related to depression. From mind, when the mind got purified, my mind getting calmer, more peaceful. Then as a byproduct, the blood pressure, palpitations, the headache, and all the trouble is gone as a byproduct. Just because of practice this technique.
Right. So was that your wife up there?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So she's involved in the practice as well.
Yes. When I came back from 1995, it was August. The August when I came back, my wife noticed my change, my calmness, and depression's gone. And I didn't tell her to go, but she noticed my change.
Nice.
So she took the course the same year at the end of 1995. She took, and since then we keep on practicing, and the atmosphere and the family changed. So my wife also came from one of the abusive family. The father was like everything. She was women on the side, drinking, gambling. So like that gave her a lot of childhood stress that built up in her. So through this technique, she just getting out and out, and I can feel the atmosphere and the family change tremendously.
Awesome! Yeah. Wow. And so, real quick, I'm going to move this so it picks up our voices a little bit better. So you mentioned, so you have 3 daughters, you said?
3 sons.
Oh, 3 sons. Right on.
They are grown now. My oldest son is 39, and my youngest one is 33 already.
Nice. Right on. And so are they involved in the practice as well? Or?
Each of them have set some courses, 1, 2, or 3 courses. They're not that serious, but no pressure. At least they got some seeds of Dhamma. That's it, and they know where to go when trouble comes in life.
That's awesome.
And trouble will come.
Right.
As you know,
Yeah.
everyone, we're getting older, getting sick. Someone that we love will go. Someone that we love won't stay with us forever. So they know where to go when trouble, when stress comes in.
Yep. When trouble comes. That'd be a good name for your autobiography. When trouble comes.
Yeah, when trouble. Yeah, and trouble will come to everyone.
Yeah.
And people who know they live a balanced life, they can accept it. Oh, this is how life is, so impermanent.
It is incredible, or it's cool too that your sons were able to just like find their own path.
Yes.
Because this practice very much enables you to do so, right?
Yes.
It's really cool in that way. So.
Yeah.
So going back a little bit to when you got over to the States, empty hands, not speaking English, which I can only imagine would be incredibly challenging. So what did you feel like welcomed by English speaking people, or not really? Or?
I will welcome most of them.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's great.
And, luckily, because the way we act, the way we behave, some of us got discriminated, but I'm fortunate. I have made and people that I work with mostly close to them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. What state did you end up landing in?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia.
Gotcha. Nice. Wow. So then, and at that time you had already indulged in Vipassana, right? And had already played around with it a little bit.
1995.
Oh, okay. So it was when you were already in the States for a while.
Yes.
Okay.
I came to Philadelphia in 1982. That my sponsor took me here.
Okay. And so that's when you got into Vipassana?
No.
I thought you said the cassette tapes was back.
Cassette tape was brought by a Dhamma, the adopted uncle, who brought it from France.
Oh wow!
Yeah, in 1994 I listened to it, and my first course was 1995.
Right on! Wow. So, well, I guess I'm kind of curious what inspired you to devote so much of your free time to just giving back. But I think it kind of speaks for itself in a way.
It's just a gratitude when we receive something so precious and the life changed so much, and naturally you develop the sense, the feeling, the gratitude toward the teachers, and what's the best way to do it? Just pay forward to, pay forward to the others, put my time to serving. That's what he wants us to do.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah, yes, the way he taught, just teaching, just giving without expecting in return. That's what he did to us, and that's what he do to the others. And I hope younger generation like you do the same thing. You benefit so much. Okay, helping others, changing our world.
That's incredible. Okay. I love that. And so, do you practice? You said Baptist, right? At one point in your life, do you practice any of that?
I came so many traditions. I was born to Buddhist family. I was baptized by Seventh-day Adventists. I was study many years with Jehovah's Witness and close tie to Catholic.
Dang, yeah. So you did get a good mixing pot of different like religions and beliefs and stuff.
Yes.
Right on.
Yeah, but what I love about Vipassana is that everyone come and we're not interested in converting you.
Right.
Stay the way you are. As a matter of fact, we enjoy the way you are. Just come to common ground. Okay, this is like a headache. you headache, you take Tylenol for everyone, Vipassana for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not just for Buddhists, not just for Christian. Everyone come and get the same benefit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really well said, man.
Yeah.
It is like, yeah, kind of an organic Tylenol.
Yes, just like come like a medicine for everyone, and
right.
This is for everyone. That's why I love.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, before I came here, I had only read about Vipassana from the website, so I didn't really realize like the depth of what this really can be for people. I mean, it's been it's been profound for me already, and I just did my first 10-day course, but it is to hear about it affecting your life in the way that it did that really sets it in stone for me, in saying like, wow, this really can heal people, like people with depression and wow.
Yes. That's the real purpose of this meditation. The real goal is full liberation from our old stock, the garbage in here.
Right.
But as we walk, the happiness will come in life. A lot of the tension, depression, and all will fade away little by little.
Yeah.
And happiness will come to replace.
That's great. Is there, for the people who are watching or listening and don't know about Vipassana at all, what's like a brief summary we could explain to them of like how this works and maybe a little bit of why it works?
How does it work? What do you mean?
Like, our first few days was tuning into the breath and start trying to recognize that this connects you to your body now, not so much your external world. So like, what are some steps?
The step is that we live 10 days in 5 precepts: abstain from killing, from stealing, from sexual misconduct. But in this case, at the center, no sexual activity.
Yeah.
But back home, you live your disciplined life with your partner, and no wrong vocal action like cursing, lying, backbiting, some vocal action that hurt others. And the 5th one is intoxicant. We avoid intoxicant, drinking, smoking, something that intoxicates us. So we live in that background. It's a background. We need that during the 10 days. And the first 3 days and a half, we practice mind concentration, which is called anapana, the breath awareness. From the day 4, we just start to observe sensation that related to sankhara. That's what we call it's an old stock, like whatever we build up, tension, the reaction, a lot of reaction, that creates some kind of sankhara. That's what we call sankhara, and stay within our body, kind of old stock of negativity that like a volcano, sleeping volcano that can erupt anytime. And,
right.
That's how we got into trouble in this world.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what Vipassana, and go back and dissolve it by the called wisdom of the practice. We can work with it, and the impurity got eradicated by the technique, so become happier, lighter, and lighter. And the goal is, by the technique, is full eradication, which is final liberation.
Right.
Fully liberated.
Yeah. So are you yourself? Do you consider yourself fully liberated?
No. But we are liberated to a certain amount. I used to be angry, and used to be 10 hours, now 8 hours, 6 hours, and anger gets less and less. So we're liberated to a certain amount.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed. I've thought a lot about the concept of like full liberation, and have you met anybody who's like fully liberated or who claims they are?
People come to the point they don't say. but you can see the way they live, the way they act, the way they associate with people, with the family and friends. You can see that they are changed people.
Right.
And those people are people who is like become egolessness. They don't even talk high about themselves.
Right.
They don't say this. They are liberated. But we can notice that the way they glow on their face, the calmness, the way they act, the way they treat others.
Right.
We can tell that the person is amazing.
Right. It's on a different level.
On a different level, many levels.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I feel like I noticed that with just the first two people that I met here. It was Doug and Kevin. And our interactions were brief, but right away I noticed like, whoa, something's different about this individual.
Yeah, some good change in there.
Yeah.
Some liberation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course that's contagious a little bit, right? So now like, and I'd be curious to see if in those lifetimes around me and my own, if I ever reach like a point of where I feel fully liberated. But I've definitely had liberating moments, you know,
right.
where I do feel like a sense of relief.
Yes. Yeah, we can tell by little by little, but this technique is reaching to that direction by not wanting to be liberated. Just accept the moment, let nature do the work.
Right.
Yeah, because the full liberation is a state that we are free from craving. If I want to crave for liberation,
then
we go to different direction.
Right. Yeah. 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 You go backwards.
Backwards.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The technique leads us to say, okay, just accept the moment that it, nature do the job.
Right. It's hard sometimes though, man. Right? Because liberation is almost like like the Buddha is sitting up above us with a little donut on the end of a fishing pole.
Yeah.
Trying to get us to bite, but no, yeah. So, wow. So I think that's a good rundown of what Vipassana is for those who might be interested in diving in.
Yes.
So more about like the technique specifically, or more into like the details of the technique. Do you remember any of what have been some of your personal like biggest struggles with?
Biggest struggle with the technique?
Yeah.
What's the hardest part, you say?
For you personally.
For me, hardest part is try to find the balance of the mind. We just like try to ride a bicycle. Right? At the beginning, you need training wheel or need someone who hold a bike for us. And we find our own balance. When we have balanced mind, that's where the purity is. And the one that makes the technique work is the mind. The balanced mind, the equanimous mind.
Right. Yeah.
That is the hardest part.
Yeah. So it's still, even after doing this for 20 plus years, that still is a struggle for you.
Still not struggling. I would say to me, it still find the art of the middle path.
Right.
Still working, but I see the good change come in life.
Right.
Big change.
Yeah. If you need to move too because of the sun, feel free to. You good?
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. So you mentioned depression is something that it's helped you with a little bit. Has there been anything else? I mean, I'm sure the list goes on and on and on, really, for different ways that Vipassana has positively affected your life.
Talk about depression.
No, I'm trying to just think of my next question, really. Do you have anything specifically that you'd like to speak to about?
Just say someone think that we are happy. Some people are so rich. Some people have a lot of money. I don't need it. But everyone don't know this. Sometimes they have a sleeping volcano in here that's ready. Sometimes get up in the morning, get agitated. Looking for something outside to get upset about because of you. I'm angry, but my anger is here.
Yeah.
So the technique leads us how to work ourselves. Learn how to face vicissitude in life. We're gonna deal with different people, co-workers, family members, and friends, and some are so negative and so That's what the technique is about.
Yeah, it's been quite the. I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that new kind of operating system. Do you know what that is? Right, like that's such a different way of thinking about yourself in the world versus what I was taught at one point, which is to look outside of yourself and like that person made you angry, you know. But instead, Vipassana teaches you the complete opposite, that that you're keeping, like that you're cultivating that from within.
Because the action trigger without anger here, and we learn not to accept gift of abuse. By just the same way you come to my house, bring the gift for me, and I don't accept it, you still have that thing. Okay, still have that gift. It's the same thing, gift of abuse, and we learn not to take it. Then we are more peaceful.
Right. Yeah, but dang, it is. I can only. It is difficult. It is difficult to settle into that mindset and accept it. You know, you can almost take it personally when somebody else says.
Yeah, of course it is difficult, but with the technique we learn the art of not taking gift abusive. We learn to live happier life. So that easy to say, don't do this, do that, and all, but how you say, do not get angry, because when you get angry somebody, the first victim is us. Right? But how not to get angry? This technique leads us.
It's like it's that puzzle.
Teaches us how not to get angry. And easy to say, oh, I love my neighbor, you know. Easy to say it, but the neighbor come out, you feel like punching him. Okay. Why? Because the anger is still here. Easy to say that. And this technique teaches us how to love your neighbor.
It really is that puzzle piece.
Change it from inside.
Wow. Okay. That's dope. Wow. So aside from Vipassana, do you have any other personal practices that you kind of keep up on in order to keep yourself balanced and equanimous, or
Vipassana we learn from here, the 10-day course. We go to the life. That's how we learn how to use the technique to work in a balanced way in outside world, in daily life.
Oh, so do you have any more practices that you do? Like even like I would say a sporting event could be a way to kind of keep yourself balanced. When you say so.
Yes. A sport I like to me. I do construction. It's a part of, and I sometimes walk in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Stretching.
Right on. What kind of so those are a couple things that keep you happy, or that help you maintain that balance?
I have my hobby, because I don't do much physical exercise. I choose something like labor, like climbing the roof. Okay.
You
working on the house, so that keep me active. By using that in a balanced way, do it mindfully, using this technique Vipassana to do it mindfully, in more balanced, more effective way.
Yeah, that point kind of speaks to what I said earlier about it. It's really an entirely new operating system to be in the world from. So, what are some other? I'm curious, like what music you're into.
Gonna be less and less desire to listen to music, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I do enjoy some of the soft music.
Soft music?
Yes.
Right on.
More relaxing instead of hard talking.
Oh, right.
Sometimes, but more and more replaced by morning chanting. To me, morning chanting, may all be happy. More relaxed for me.
Yeah. So what back in the day when you were a youngin' though, what was some of the tunes you were listening to? Can you remember?
Just like everybody else, like romantic songs and all.
Oh, cool. Right on. Nice.
Yeah, but now different age, my practice can steer in different way.
Yeah. Have you found that? Like silence is almost kind of a song?
Silence.
Like have you ever experienced complete silence in like a mountain range?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I experienced certain parts that's so tranquil.
Yeah.
So tranquil, so peaceful, rather not hearing any sound.
Right. It's incredible what you can just what you can just experience
Yes.
with complete silence in the background.
Yes, certain part that I sit in a meditation cell by myself, no sound at all, and just working inside, becomes so silent, so tranquil,
Right.
so much peace that to me nothing else changed. I would not change that moment for $2 million.
Dude, that's beautiful.
That's how I feel from my own feeling.
Right.
Okay. I'm not implied to anybody else.
No, that's beautiful, man. That's really cool. So have you practiced at other retreat centers here in the United States, or?
Oh yes, I practice so many. I went Georgia, California, Massachusetts, Chicago, and still traveling.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've been in a couple different meditation cells, right?
Yes. My first course was in France, in Paris. This is worldwide.
Right.
You can go to England, you go to Australia, you go to Canada.
Gotcha. How do you figure out, like, do you bounce around? Is this kind of your main base here in Delaware?
This one because I'm near there, so come here.
Okay.
This is small growing center that needs a lot of help.
Right on.
But well established, center like California or Massachusetts, they are, ideal center.
Right. Have you been to the one in Colorado yet?
Colorado, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. I was in Chicago.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that one? Well, they're pretty much all rural, right? I guess. I'm sorry. All. Yeah.
Mostly rural. This is the one that nearer to the houses. The first urban center.
Right.
Yeah. Mostly you go right.
That's really neat, and it's especially cool because this doesn't. In the past 10 days or 11 days that I've been here, it doesn't really feel like I'm in a neighborhood. I mean, there's of course little aspects like cars driving by, but it's not like it's not like New York City by any means.
This is a good neighborhood.
It's this is a phenomenal space.
Not much distraction.
Right, I love it.
But most of the center you don't hear car and like this.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we learn, we accept.
Right. Did you notice a few days ago when we were all in the Dhamma hall doing our sitting, a drummer was playing like across the street or something?
Yeah.
That was incredible. I actually loved that.
Yeah. If you go to Asia, you go to India, you go to Cambodia, some other part of Asia, you will hear a lot.
Oh, really?
And those people have much more equanimity. They learn to face that every day. And over here we get spoiled by Western world.
Right.
European, American, they are more respectful.
Right.
Over there, they, like a free range, they drum, they turn on loud music.
Right.
So more distraction.
But if you accept that gift, right, then you can turn it into being just a stronger, more equanimous person, right?
Right. I admire those people. They learn not to accept.
Right.
Don't let that bother them.
Yeah, that's dope.
I got a little disturbed because I got spoiled by this American environment. I've been here for so long.
So has any specific where's like a place that you wouldn't want to meditate, or that you would really struggle to meditate? Has there been any busy cities?
Busy city, and in the environment that people drinking, doing a lot, break a lot of precepts and all, get a lot of bad vibration. That's hard for us to sit.
Right.
Yeah, something to avoid, but of course we need to face what we need to face. Yeah. That's what the technique about. Face vicissitude, the environment, do the best we can.
Right.
But if we choose to meditate, we try to find place that's calm, peace, quiet, that we can practice properly, and of course we go back to social life, deal with what we need to deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, how you feel? You got anything else? Any other comments you want to add?
That's it. If listener feel like trying, just call the website www.dhamma.org, DHAMMA.org. Then a lot more information and witnesses.
Right. Yeah, and I'll of course put links and everything in the bio of this video and stuff.
Yeah.
And just like continue to kind of get it out there.
Yeah. Just try. Give yourself a try.
Do you have a smartphone? Like, do you have the app yourself?
App.
The Dhamma app, isn't there?
On my phone?
Yeah.
I I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Cool. Actually, real quick, I'm curious about your background. And so, like, you mentioned you did real estate for a while or something, right?
I'm a real estate investor. I did not finish my college because the depression came.
Right.
The heart got, painful because I did not have enough rest and working too hard. Tried to finish college and came to the point that I got to choose between my life and my education. I dropped college and still working full time and build up my business, take care of my family at the same time.
Right. And so you have your own LLC then for your real estate investing
Yes.
stuff? Are you still doing that at all? Or?
I'm dropping due to have some bunch of properties now, dropping less. Want to put more time to give service. Of course, I used to work for a company for 30 years and I got my early retirement and support my simple life, plus a little bit from my rental properties. Enough, to live.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, I find it happier, make less money, but happier.
That's so cool. I love that.
Okay.
Cool, man. Well, Tim, thank you so much for chopping up with me a little bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice to know you.
It really has been a pleasure.
Okay.
We mentioned a little bit earlier the different people that you come across, and when you can kind of tell that somebody's got a good vibe to them. And I, of course, got that as soon as I laid eyes on you. So thank you for sharing all your knowledge and words, man. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool. And then, so I'll take down all the equipment at some point.
Okay. Wow. We talk so low. How can this?
Yeah. I mean, I hope
must be really good.
Yeah. It is a good microphone, and once I go back through the video, I can edit it and turn if there's any bad points.
Yeah, I wanna hit.
I can make it up.
To see it.
Yeah, I'll definitely. Okay. Do you have a do you want to connect on Facebook or anything?
Yeah. Let me see. I have here. This is what I want. I promise to give you my contact.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Email me.
Perfect.
And Facebook also Tim Kuoch.
Cool. Is your real name, like your first name, has always been Tim all your life?
Yeah.
Really? That doesn't seem like a very what would you say, Cambodia?
Yeah, Cambodian. Yeah.
Is that like a normal thing in Cambodia? That seems very American.
Not quite common. I didn't like that name until I came to this country. That's an American name.
Right.
Meant to be.
Nice. There you go.
Okay.
You fit right in. Thank you again, brother. Until next time, my friend.
Yes.